And welcome to another episode of Supercard is Stevitude. I'm the host, Stevitude, and today I'm just going to show you the preview for the next Road to Glory. I went to the menu earlier today and I saw Finn Balor, and I was like, holy balls, they're giving us Finn Balor. That's sick. I'm a huge Finn Balor fan. I know a lot of you are huge Finn Balor fans. And it's very cool that we are going to have an opportunity to obtain this card. I'm going to show you my King of the Ring real quick here. Game 45 has concluded. And well, 27-18. This is actually a very human-infested King of the Ring, so I'm very curious to see. I finished 7th, 27-18. I kind of just let my team go. Once I kind of realized I was going to make the top 8, I kind of just let my team ride in the sunset because honestly, it's been between working and what else. I really didn't care what position I got because, like I said, it's all pretty much humans. Steph 2011 is 45-0. Obviously, they made it a point to be the number one dog here. Denny, Trent, Jose, they're all humans. Pretty sure Dewars is as well, possibly. Under that Giant, it's kind of a bottish name, so I don't think that one or Russian Late Trip. So, and there I am at 7. So, be interesting to see if I can survive. Find out here in a couple hours. The chat's been very busy, so obviously, like I said, this is very humanized. So, as far as the Road to Glory, Bo and Sasha and Neville and Kevin Owens and Paige and Rusev and Seth Rollins and, of course, Finn and Balor. If you weren't sure of the connection here, it's pretty much the NXT Revolution. And as you can see, the Finn Balor card is a left arrow. So the third event card to have a left arrow. So it's obvious that the powers to be do not want the event cards tagging yet. So, interesting enough. It looks like Finn is going to be our speed guy. Very happy to see that because every card we've had so far has been a power-hungry monster. Taker, Sting, and Ryback all been power guys. Ryback and Taker were toughness guys. Sting was a charisma guy, but no one was really a speed guy. So now we have speed guy Finn Balor. His charisma is a little weak, which I'm a little surprised because, that entrance is sick. Everybody loves it. I feel his charisma should be higher than the speed, and his power and toughness, I don't know. I think the power and toughness is a little too high. I think the charisma should be higher, but, it is what it is, I guess. His coup de grace is going to be a power and speed trigger, so that's pretty sick. Not too many power speed cards, so I give credit for the originality as opposed to the usual power charisma or power toughness. It's a power speed now. So every card now for event has at least a power trigger, so it's a power hungry world out there. And we all know how to play this. Anyways, here's the deck. Legendary Plus. Ryback is not done yet. That will be pro'd here in a day or two once I decide to get off my butt and finish that off. As you can see, I got a couple Legendary Pros, not too many. And then, of course, my Epics will fill out the rest of the thing here. And then my Divas, of course, are weak sauce. Lots of Legendary singles. Hoping to pro a Legendary here soon. If not, I'll take an Epic Pro Diva. I'm not picky. I just need something. Because, yeah. That should pretty much summarize that. So, of course, you got Bo Dallas, who had a very nice NXT title run. Unfortunately for him, things on the main roster have not gone as well. So, hopefully something works out for the Believer, but at this point in time, not likely. Sasha Banks, the boss. Love the card. It's a shame that her uncommon is the only card she's got, and I'm hoping that she gets some cards in the upper tier. Maybe when they do Survivor or next expansion, they actually realize the Diva Revolution is real, and Sasha and Becky and Charlotte and all them get some better cards up there. And then, of course, you've got Neville, who's been pretty much a beast on the main roster, though he's been kind of lost in this feud of Stardust, and I think that feud's been going on way too long. I think it's time for Neville to showcase his talent and, move on to better things like a title run or title contention. I like Stardust as well, but Neville and Stardust has been going on for way too long, like I said. KO, of course, one of my favorites. It's another superstar who I think needs a card, at least in the epic tier, maybe even legendary. Kevin Owens is the man. He's got the Intercontinental title right now, for God's sakes. And he should be the event winner last week, not Ryback. I'm still pissed about it. I'm just going to move on now. Paige, so this is a diva finally in the event. It's an ultra rare diva, so it's not going to help me per se, but it may help some other players. So that's cool. Paige, of course, was the first NXT Women's Champion, so of course there's success there. Rusev Crush. Now, Rusev is an interesting choice here because every single person in here, I should double check this. Yep. They all have held titles in NXT except for Rusev. Rusev never was an NXT champion. So, if they would have had a Big E Epic card, he would have fit this spot instead, I think. But, or even Sami Zayn, but, we got Rusev. And I have many Rusev cards, so this will not help me at all. I will probably just feed it away. Seth Rollins Legendary, which is awesome for me, being the fan of Seth Rollins. And of course, that event we had recently gave us a first Seth Rollins. So now it's basically the game is giving us a Legendary Pro for free, basically, if you can get through the event. So last time we got the Epic Stardust Pro because they had Stardust Epic in 2 events now. And now we're getting Rollins in 2 events. I'm convinced that the next tier isn't that far away. This is the game's way of giving players a strong card if they don't have it yet so they can progress quicker so we can get to the next, tier, Survivor or whatever they may call it this time around. And then, of course, Finn Balor, like I said, it's going to be a fun card to have. Speed, they got the painting, and I really don't need to elaborate much more on the card. I already have earlier. I'm looking forward to this. I'm kind of curious how the Road to Glory is going to be. If we're going to go into and face the walls of, some of the top players in the game again, or if we're going to see some other players in the mix now that have the chance to strengthen their decks in the last few weeks. Like I said, I probably will struggle. I don't have all Legendary Pros. I know there's players that probably do have all Legendary Pros or pretty damn close to it. So I'm looking forward to the ride. I'm looking forward to the challenge. The Sting one was tough a few weeks ago. I did overcome it, +1s, or I should say +2s, because I bought, titles. So I'm looking forward to the Finn Balor Road to Glory. I hope you guys are too. And with that, I'm going to conclude the video here. Follow, like, subscribe, all that cute stuff. And hopefully I can do some Road to Glory videos this week to show you the progress. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks for watching, and good luck to everyone in Road to Glory this weekend.